Hello, my name is Fiona, and I am a certified teacher and a Praxis coach with Study.com. Are you planning to take the Elementary Education Content Knowledge Test 5018? This is a multi-subject exam. These problems will cover the subtopic of economics. Let's review some of the types of questions you may encounter on the exam. Let's jump right in. Problem number 1. Giffen goods refer to products that decrease in price while decreasing in demand, increase in price while decreasing in demand, increase in price while increasing in demand, or decrease in price while increasing in demand. What are Giffen goods? These are lower priced goods. And when prices rise for them, so does the demand for them. These are typically products that are required basics for food, such as wheat, rice, bread, and eggs. Giffen goods contradict the law of demand because as prices increase, demand remains the same or increases. So let's look for that. Increase in price with increase in demand. That is the correct answer, and we can eliminate all the others. Problem number 2. Based on the zero price effect, which occurs when the cost of something is zero? Demand will rise, supply will increase, cost will remain stagnant, or popularity will diminish. What is the zero price effect? This is a psychological and economic phenomenon where the demand for X is greater at the cost of zero compared to a cost being even slightly greater than zero, even if it is something that is neither wanted nor needed. It's also when a consumer is willing to purchase something, anything, if they get something else, anything else for free. So, demand will rise, supply will increase, cost will remain stagnant. I think we can rule that out. Popularity will diminish. Definitely not. So demand will rise or supply will increase. Don't think supply is necessarily part of this zero price effect, but the demand is definitely going to increase if the cost is nil. And that's the answer. Problem number 3. Historically, the United States market economy was based on aspects of Keynesian economics, and this is evident through companies' willingness to shift manufacturing and labor outside the country, companies' environmentally friendly policies, the government's interventions to ensure that the market is fair, or the government's avoidance of regulating major corporations. So what is Keynesian economics? In a nutshell, it suggests a path out of economic recessions which justifies the government intervening by means of public policies in order to reach full employment and stable pricing. Keynes proposed that the lack of demand would lead to a prolonged phase of high unemployment. It originated in the 1930s as economist John Maynard Keynes' attempt to understand the Great Depression. So we can look at these. Again, the government's avoidance of regulating major corporations, we can eliminate that. Moving production and manufacturing outside the country, we can eliminate that, as well as environmentally friendly policies. What Keynes was suggesting was the justification of government intervening to ensure a stable economy. So that is the correct answer. Problem number 4. Which type of money has both intrinsic and currency value? Fiat money. This is government-issued currency that is not backed by a commodity such as gold. Most modern currencies, paper money, are fiat currencies. Commodity money. This is money where the value is determined by the commodity from which it's made. For example, a commodity like gold or silver has intrinsic value, in addition to their value for purchasing other goods. Fiduciary money. This is literal cash that is accessible for immediate use in the economy for financial transactions. Finally, cryptocurrency. This is digital currency. Through the use of encryption technologies, it is an alternative form of payment and is both a virtual currency and a virtual accounting system. So which type of money has both intrinsic and currency value? That would be commodity money, as the commodity itself has value, and so the money from that commodity has value as well. Not fiat money, not fiduciary money, and not cryptocurrency. I hope I was able to answer your questions so that you now have a better understanding of the types of topics you can expect to find on the exam. Please remember to like and subscribe to this channel so that with Study.com's help, you will feel confident and prepared on exam day. Bye for now.